Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing so well. You have absolutely no idea how excited I am to be sitting in this chair right now, sitting in front of this camera. I've taken a much needed break from makeup tutorials, but in the last week, prepping myself to come back to it, you guys don't know how excited I've been. So I have so many new products in front of me right now that I want to try. You have no idea how hype I am to film this video. At this point, I don't even know what I'm filming. All I know is that it's going to be kind of neutral. It's going to be glam, but something actually wearable for a night out and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to jump straight into it. I don't want to ramble too much because I just want to jump in and play with all these exciting products. I feel like a child right now. I feel like a really giddy child in a candy store. But yeah, I'm going to jump right into it and I really hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to start with skin prep, and what I'm using for my skin is the Lancome Advanced Genifique. I've used this on my channel before and I absolutely love it. I love how hydrated it makes my skin feel, and for around my eyes I'm going to be using the Lancome Advanced Genifique Yeux. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but I feel like I butcher it every time. But I love these two together. They just make my skin feel so hydrated and glowy. So I'm just going to pop them both on. So while I let that sink in, I like to do my brows next, and my brows, I feel like the way I do them now is a little bit more simpler to how I used to. I just prefer a more natural kind of bushy brow. My brow hairs don't stay up the way I want them to, but I use the Benefit Gimme Brow, and this helps the hairs stay up and perfect. And I have these little parts in my brow, like on the side, that just don't grow hair, and then I like to fill those in with the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I am the shade 3.5 in the pencil and shade number 4 in the Gimme Brow. Since I haven't done my brows in a little while, I do feel like I need to clean up a few of the little hairs. So I'm just taking a little bit of my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard and a small concealer brush, and I'm just going to use that to just lightly clean up, mainly just from the middle of my brow to the edges. I like to leave the fronts looking a little bit more fluffy and natural and not so sculpted. Moving on to eyes, you first want to prep them before you apply any eyeshadow to prevent the eyeshadow from creasing. And for that I'm taking the P.Louise base. This is the number Rumor 02. So it is, yeah, it's just like a really pale, but it's kind of like thick. I've used this once and it's actually pretty good, so highly recommend so far. But I'm just going to take this on a concealer brush and I'm going to apply this all over my lid, and then I'm going to set it with some powder. I am super spoiled for choice with eyeshadow today. I have so many palettes that I haven't used yet. So I dipped into my collection and picked out a couple, or a few. There's 3 here, and they're by Fenty Beauty. They're their new snap shadows. So basically they're these little palettes that literally click together. You can click 2 of them together like this. And then you've got like one on this side and then one on this side. Whoops. One on this side, and they're super convenient when you're traveling. But I'm excited to try these shadows because I'm not sure if I've ever tried. I don't think I've ever tried a Fenty shadow before. So the palettes that I've got are the number 1, 3, and 6, and they're all fairly neutral palettes because I really want to go for like a really dark brown, smoky, sultry eye. I want to keep this look looking very nude and bronzed, so we'll see how we go with that. I'm a little bit rusty, so don't judge me. But I am first going to start with, let me open this up. The first eyeshadow I'm taking is from the number 3 palette. And it is the first shadow. It is this really nice light brown. I'm just taking a fluffy brush by Mecca Cosmetica. It's their blending brush. And I am just packing that on, tapping my brush, and then blending that into my crease. Jumping in with a little voiceover. I feel like I'm going to be doing this quite a bit today. I just wanted to say that I didn't explain in the video that I'm purposely bringing out the eyeshadow because I want this to be a really blown out kind of catty smoky eye. I'm actually going to take this pencil by Urban Decay. It's their 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Bourbon. And I'm going to apply this very close to my lash line, but then kind of move it up into like the middle of my lid. I want to do this so I could kind of deepen the shadow and really smoke it out. This, my friends, is the part I teach you a very important lesson about expired makeup. I'm always preaching that you should throw out your expired makeup, and this is the part where I'm a hypocrite. I have had this pencil for quite a few years, so it is well and truly expired. Just FYI, I've only ever used it on myself, but I just didn't get rid of it, and I tried using it, and as you can see, it was quite dried up. It was really difficult to draw on my eye, and it was really hard to blend. Now, these pencils are the best. They're usually the easiest to blend, but because it is expired, and you'll see it's a bit more obvious later on, it was just horrible on my eye. It was really difficult to blend. So yeah, just note that. Throw out your expired products. I'm taking the 234 Luxe Smoky Shader Brush by Zoeva, and I'm dipping into the number 1 palette, and I'm taking the last shade, which is this dark brown, and I'm actually going to pack this all over my lid. So you don't want to swipe, you just want to pat down. Swiping creates more product fallout, and that's not what you want. You don't want product all over your face. You want to pat this on because more pigment sticks on this way. So going back into the number 3 palette, I'm taking the last shade, the dark brown, and I'm packing this all over my lid as well. And then to blend it out, I'm taking the first light brown shade that we first took, and I'm using that to blend out the edges. So it's taken me quite a bit of time to blend this out to where I want it. I've used just the same 3 colors. So from palette 1 and palette 3, I've used this light brown, this dark brown, and then the dark brown from palette 1. So far, not a fan of Fenty eyeshadows. I redid this eye because it was looking horrible and choppy. They did not blend well with the eyeliner underneath. Maybe they'd go a lot better on their own. I don't know, I'm gonna have to give them another go, but so far not a fan, and I'm really disappointed because they look so good. Coming back to my topic of not using expired products, here is an example why. It did not blend and it looks horrible. Like, I'm looking a lot more dramatic than planned, but that's okay. I haven't done my face or lashes or anything yet, so I'm gonna finish this look and we'll see how it ties together. I am going to apply some mascara and lashes, and the lashes I'm gonna be using are these ones by Velour. They are the style, what is the style? Run the World, and they're just these really fluffy, wispy ones. I'm actually gonna apply these off camera because I'm gonna apply them in a way that makes them look like lash extensions. I'm gonna do that in another video, so stay tuned for that one. Finally, moving on to the face, which is always my favorite part. I'm using a foundation that is, I don't know if it's recent, but it's new to me. I haven't used it before. This is the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. I've used the stick version of this and I absolutely love it, so I hope that the liquid version is just as good. I'm actually going to use this with the Hourglass foundation brush as well, because I actually really love this brush for foundation. Okay, so just from putting it on straight away, it's a pretty full coverage foundation. My face is going really red because it's quite warm and it's instantly covered it all up. Not to mention, this color is actually perfect for my skin. It's the color Buff. So my battery died while I was filming that foundation, but it's okay. Pardon me. I was pretty much done anyway. Now moving on to concealer. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. I haven't actually used this one before, so yeah, I'm excited to. I love Charlotte Tilbury products. So basically, I'm just gonna wind this thing up. So just applying that underneath my eyes first. And we are pushing that in with a damp beauty blender. I'm actually also going to apply a bit to my chin and the center of my forehead. So I'm actually really liking this concealer. It feels really nice. The foundation has been sitting on my skin for quite a bit because I had to wait for my battery to charge again. But I'm not sure if it's for my skin type. I think if you have oily skin, then this would be great because this foundation feels quite matte. But for people with dry skin like myself, I'm not sure if it would be the right fit. I just want to brighten the under eyes up a little bit more. I'm going to take the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer. I'm just going to apply a little bit of this just in the middle. And then I'm going to blend that out with my damp beauty blender. I mainly just wanted to focus that where my bags are, because you know, sleep deprived mum eyes need all the coverage they can get. Okay, before I set that in place, I'm gonna do a bit of cream contouring, and I'm going to be taking the Huda Beauty Tantour, it's a contour and bronzer cream. This is the shade Fair. I had a little look at it before, and for the shade Fair, it's actually pretty dark. But we shall see how it goes. I'm taking this with the Huda Beauty Face Sculpt and Shade brush. And then I'm going to buff it in with the bigger end of this brush. I really, really like this brush. I've actually been using this brush for my daily bronzer. And I really, really love it. Of course, this wouldn't be a makeup tutorial by me if I didn't bake with my Mercier loose translucent powder. I am just literally gonna go ahead and do that. I've done this so many times on my channel. You guys know the drill. We push that in with our wet beauty blender. While I'm waiting for my face to bake, I want to do my lips, and I also want to smoke out my lower lashes. I'm really scared I'm gonna ruin my makeup with smoking out my lower lashes, because the top, like the lid, is already quite dramatic. But I do want something dark, smoky, and sultry. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'll probably regret it, but YOLO. So I'm taking my all-time favorite brown eyeliner, and I'm gonna use that for my lower lash line, potentially my waterline as well. I'll see how I feel when I go in with it. And this is the color Via de Martelli. I am taking a Zoeva 2-for-1 Precision Smudger, and I'm just smudging out that eyeliner before I go in with eyeshadow. And then I'm taking the 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush by Zoeva. You guys already know Zoeva are my favorite brand of brushes. I'm going into the Fenty Beauty No. 1 palette, and I'm taking this warm brown shade, second to last. And I'm gonna use that to smoke out the, actually, I'm not sure if I actually already said, but I took the dark brown and I put that on top of the eyeliner once I smudged it out. And now I'm gonna blend that out with the lighter brown shade, just to give it a really nice, sultry, smoky effect. I'm also going to pack on some mascara to my lower lashes. I'm taking my Benefit Roller Lash, as always. And we want to pack that on to those bottom lashes. For my lips, I'm going to start by lining with the Morphe Lip Liner in Sweet Tea, and then I'm going to fill in with the Ophra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Sao Paolo. Now that that's done, I'm going to buff off all the baking with the Benefit Hello Happy Velvet Powder Foundation. This is the shade No. 2. It's pretty light, so I'm going to be pretty light-handed with this. I just want to make sure that we buff it off. To bronze up my face, I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker bronzer in the shade Private Island. And I'm just taking this on a really random brush actually, but I like the size of it for bronzing my face. This bronzer is really new to me as well. I haven't used it before. And just giving it a go. It's pretty easy to blend. Okay, so blush is my favorite part. I love, love, love blush, but I really kind of like how bronzy it is. I'm gonna add a little bit anyway. I'm taking the Becca Cosmetics Chloe and Malika palette. I'm going to take this one right here. I'm gonna apply that to the uppers of my cheeks. I'm also taking the highlighter from this palette. So I was actually just going to leave the skin as it was, but off camera I actually took a Kat Von D Lock-Up Powder Foundation, and I took a buffing brush and I literally buffed that powder all over my face. I like my bronzer and my blush and my highlighter to look really seamless, really kind of like real life Photoshop. I don't like it to look too obvious, so I just did that. And the last step, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that technique before, by the way, in the video. It's called the buffing technique. If you want me to go a little bit more in depth, then definitely let me know in the comments down below, because obviously if you guys don't let me know, then I don't know, but you know the drill. So last step is to lock it all in place, and I have recently fallen back in love with the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I have been using this non-stop, I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna literally drench my face in this. So Fix Plus just gives my skin that extra hydration it needs. It makes it look all glowy, and it just pulls it all together. But yeah, this is the finished look. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new today from this video. I really enjoyed putting this look together. So the verdict with all the products that I used today, because the majority were pretty new. Fenty Beauty eyeshadows, we need a bit of work there. I will try them out a couple more times, but so far I'm not overly impressed. They were very difficult to blend, and like when I applied them over the eyeliner, it just went really patchy. Like I had to do this eye again, and I'm still not happy with it. I really liked the Hello Happy powder foundation. That was really nice. Even the bronzer, both the Huda and the Fenty bronzers were really good. I really like them. As well as this palette by Becca, Chloe and Malika. I really like it. Foundation, I think this foundation will be better suited to someone with more combination oily skin. It's pretty matte. If I were to use it again, which I probably will, I would just mix in a bit of oil or some moisturizer in it. But other than that, I'm pretty happy. So that is pretty much it for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like the look, what else you'd like to see. I'm really excited to be filming more. Yeah, I've got some awesome ideas. So as always, give this video a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.